Searching South Australia's Barossa Valley for carriers of the gene that causes genetic high cholesterol is the focus of new Griffith University research. Led by Professor Ian Hamilton-Craig from the Griffith University's School of Medicine and working with local doctors in the region, the Barossa Family Heart Study aims to identify carriers of the Familial Hypercholestolemia, or FH gene, in a bid to provide them with treatment and reduce their risk of premature heart disease.
A lot of people from the Barossa came from Silesia or eastern Germany, which is now part of Poland, and they came out to start the settlement in the Barossa in about 1838, 1840, and brought with them the skills for winemaking. So look around you, beautiful vineyards, beautiful wines, but they also brought the lethal gene for familial hypercholestolemia, or FH. And we've recognized that in now 6th generation descendants of these people, they have the problem of FH. And we look back on their family histories and we trace them right back to the 1800s, and the people from Silesia brought the gene out with them in the mid-1800s. So we now know that many people in the Barossa of German descent have this FH gene, which we're trying to detect in this study. So these people with high cholesterol have a propensity for early heart attack because of the high cholesterol.
A Rotary Club meeting attended by Professor Hamilton-Craig was when local man Jim Mitchell first heard about the FH gene. For him, the news helped him understand why he'd noticed several early deaths in the region.
It's one of those things, we've been obviously living in the valley all our life, and Dad's always talked about certain families, the way they always fell over, died at young ages with dicky tickers, and I've noticed the same thing happening with the same families.
Well, after the meeting where Ian spoke to the Rotary Club, I sat down and had a chat with him afterwards, and I thought, hello, various branches of my family come from these areas that he's been referring to, so there is a possibility, when I look back through the limited amount of family history that I know of, there are occasions where people have died before their allocated 10.
Diagnosed with high cholesterol in his 20s, Tony Semla is a 6th generation descendant from the first group of German Silesian migrants to South Australia.
This is myself and all my brothers here. Myself here, we all, as far as I'm aware, have high cholesterol, and it's just part of the family. The cholesterol that I had was the uncontrollable type. In other words, you can't control it by just what you eat and so on. It had to be done with medication.
People who have FH, who are detected early and treated early, can have a life expectancy without heart disease, without stroke and without peripheral disease.
As a common metabolic disease of genetic origin, which also has limited understanding within the general community, there's still some way to go in fully understanding FH. Participants for the Barossa Family Heart Study are still needed to come forward.
I think the most important part of our investigation so far has been to improve awareness in the community, particularly the Lutheran community or the German background community, of the condition. So that's going to filter through to other people in the Barossa, to people without German background, so that hopefully we'll improve awareness of cholesterol as an issue causing heart disease among the community.
This study has gone that one step further in that it's looking behind the cholesterol as to what's causing that in the first place, in the way of looking into the genes.
I certainly need to be talking to my brothers and my brother and sisters and their families, so that they can be checked for their cholesterol if they haven't already done so.
In carrying out the study, we will detect people with FH who previously didn't know they had the condition. So we're going to detect people who could be treated, therefore we can save lives, we can prolong life, and also, which I think is very important, we can increase awareness in the community of the condition.